getting right with this drink.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of The Lounge Off Season. Man, I really got to come up with a better name for this. I can't just call it The Lounge Off Season. So y'all know we back with more of the short form content. We see y'all was messing with the last one. So if y'all would like to, please to support us, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Y'all got any opinions? Follow us on all the socials at The Lounge Pod TV. And yeah, man, we're gonna hop right into it. I'm your host, Mr. J, the Lounge Jerry Stackhouse today, baby, because it's basketball season, man. Look, the NBA just ended. The WNBA still going. We got drafts, free agency. We even got a little NFL stuff. So let's hop into it. Joining me, like always, the 13-time kickball champ himself, Mr. Lucius Left Foot, aka Rico Mack in the building. What's going on with you?
That's good, but so with y'all.
I'm chilling, man. And like always, we got my main man. He going by the boogeyman today. We got my pimping player partner himself, Mr. Polo. What's going on with you, Polo?
What it do? Welcome back.
Yes, sir. And joining us, you know what I'm saying? We like to give a huge lounge welcome to my main man. Here, you got to give yourself a nickname or something, man. And but yeah, we're gonna have to give you the flow for a second so you can tell them a little bit about you. But man, welcome to the lounge, my main man, Mr. Tay Hendricks himself. I had to give a huge lounge.
You can call me Tay Henny, Hen Dog.
Yeah.
But Bob, I say you feel I'm the new Mr. 37U.
Okay.
Ravens, Lakers. But I say it's all about LeBron with me.
I mess with it.
One cool point for me. One cool point. That's it.
Why he don't get no other cool points, Polo?
Oh, cause the Ravens. That's all that is.
He from the other side.
On the other side.
Hey man, the Ravens. Hey, they lit.
Ooh, I ain't like. That's why you think my name the boogeyman today. I knew you was coming. I just
Mr.
want to tell you, don't
North.
look under the bed.
Oh man, Hendricks, tell us. Look, man, you gotta tell us, man. What's one thing that you really feel you bring into the lounge yourself? You done already got here trying to kick your shoes off. So let us know, man, what we can kind of expect from your career.
Yeah. If it's LeBron, I'm biased, but mostly just energy.
You sound like Polo.
Listen, man, LeBron's the GOAT.
Yep. Here we go.
Hey, I think we all agree that, man. We got to bring you on my pops one day. He'll argue down about why Jordan was the best and all that. You know how the old heads be.
Oh yeah, we're going to set it up. I gotta be there.
No, for sure. But man, hopping right into it, man. Just lightly, we got to touch on the finals because last time we were here, I want to say it was game 2 or game 3 we were here before the torn Achilles and everything else. My one thing that I would, we did this about every playoff team. One thing we thought that the eliminated team should do. My advice was going to be to run it back with what you got and just hold off until Hallie get back. We see that's not going to happen. So now my one piece of advice is let Andrew Nembhard eat. Y'all maybe suck this year, get a decent draft pick, and then when y'all back at full strength, I think make another run at it.
Well, that's the thing. How long do you think it'll take for them to get back at full strength?
Oh, easy. I think Hallie will be good. Like not next season, because he's not going to be back next season. But I think the season after next, they'll be perfectly fine. I think that. Huh?
Go ahead.
Unpopular opinion, y'all. I think the season after next is probably going to be one of the best seasons that we've ever seen because it's going to be so many superstars coming back from being hurt. Like Tatum will be fully. When the last time you see a league where like 4 or 5 of the top 20 players got hurt bad, then they're all going to be at full health and full strength?
Was it when KD got hurt? It was somebody got hurt, and it was like,
KD definitely got hurt, but I think it was like something minor.
When KD got hurt, that was his Achilles, but that was just one. I think just one person.
It was some key people got hurt, but of this magnitude has been crazy. You got to think about it.
Yeah.
You got Lillard gone. There's no Lillard next
Jason
year.
Tatum,
no Halliburton, no
Hallie,
Tatum.
KD missed time.
Kyrie kind of biased right now.
Kyrie ACL though.
Yeah, ACL.
But still, ACL.
He may be back. He may be back before the season.
ACL
but
at this pace with his
but if
age,
they not good, they may just keep him out. So
with his age, but hear me out, Jay. First, come back on what you just said. Ain't no point in you waiting. Right now is the time. You just made it to the championship. Hey, next man up. That's the saying. I understand the person and the caliber of player that got hurt, but when you got a team and most of them averaging over double digits a game, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They still can beat people. Because during the playoffs, he took a few games off as far as scoring, and they still was there. Now, my main thing is how can they rebound after Miles Turner leaving with Halliburton hurt?
yeah, hold on, yeah. Well, Polo, I kind of get what you're saying, but before we get into that, because we're gonna get back into the Miles Turner free agency talk. Just a list of some of the major injuries from this year, as well as guys who missed significant time. Damian Lillard torn Achilles, Jason Tatum torn Achilles, Halliburton torn Achilles, DeJounte Murray torn Achilles, Isaiah Jackson, James Wiseman, Drew Smith, all these guys tore Achilles. ACLs and knee injuries, Kyrie Irving, Paul George, Mo Wagner, and guys who missed.
Like have a headache, man. Oh, this. Yeah.
You got Wemby out.
Hold on, I'm still
with the blood
I'm still
clots.
going. I'm still going. Yeah, I got. Yeah. Embiid missed a lot of time with knee issues. Luka, AD, Zion, Chet, Wemby, Ja Morant, Tyrese Maxey, Jimmy Butler, all played between 49 and 60 games this year. Brandon Miller messed his wrist up. Jalen Duren broke his leg. Jalen Wells broke his wrist. Al Horford missed the start of the playoffs with a torn pec.
Why he still playing?
For the love of the game.
Yeah.
I can't live with that much. All right,
but love in the world, boy.
No. So basically, I do want to tell y'all though, and we ain't gonna stay too much longer on this. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Are y'all noticing a pattern here? Let me know if y'all noticed the pattern with some of these player names.
Okay.
A lot of those guys played in the Olympics last year, even if it weren't for Team USA. A lot of those guys played in the Olympics last year.
I see what it's going.
Yeah. Is Olympic basketball really starting to hurt us more than it is help us? Because Mo Wagner was a vital piece to team. I'm not mistaken, it's Team Germany. Wemby was a vital piece to Team France. Tatum, Halliburton,
Ali ain't play.
but he was there. He was still practicing himself. So I don't care. I don't want to hear what you say.
Hope you listen, man.
Embiid was there playing. Yeah, just a lot of guys who got hurt. A lot of guys who on Team USA that got hurt. So Bam was another one who missed some time this year. He was battling with some injuries. So I'm interested to see what happens with certain guys signing up for Team USA. Are we gonna have a team full of, even Ant missed a little time? Are we gonna have a team full of still these superstars, the guys that made it to the second and third round of the playoffs, or are they gonna be leaning more towards good players who are on bad teams?
Pause.
Well, I could say it's both, only because, well, one, they not practicing how they used to. So their body's not used to going from 0 to 100 or whatever. They just probably practicing twice a month, 30 minutes, game time. So if your body not used to it, it's gonna break down eventually.
Oh yeah. You ain't lying about that one.
Yeah, I think certain teams are prepared for it though, and other teams aren't. Like it's certain teams that are prepared for it, but other teams aren't. But some of this stuff you really just like. Achilles is one of those weird injuries where you really can't. It's from what it looks like, it's almost nothing you can do to prevent. If your Achilles gonna rupture, it's gonna rupture. I really don't think there's nothing you could do to prevent it because we've seen Achilles tears at the weirdest moments. Like even if you go to,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, even if you go to the football field, I don't know if y'all remember, Tevin Coleman was doing practice. He was on Instagram Live practicing with his trainer. He tore his Achilles while he was practicing with his trainer.
Yeah. That was wild.
Mm-hmm.
He
But
wasn't even doing nothing crazy.
mostly with the NBA Achilles, all them is the calf strains. You put more,
Yeah.
you putting more strain on your Achilles. It's all with the same movement that negative step push off.
And the thing about it though, at least with the guys who tore Achilles is this year, minus maybe DeJounte Murray, I'm not too worried about him because the guys who tore their Achilles is this year, they weren't just so reliant on athletic ability that they just, you know what I'm saying?
So that's why you worry about DeJounte?
Yeah, because DeJounte is known as a great top tier defender, and he's got
Yeah,
to
he must
move
slide real quick.
laterally.
Yeah.
He's got to be able to move laterally and back and forth and in quick bursts because he's going to be most of the time wherever DeJounte is, he's going to be one of the POA defenders. Now him playing with Herb Jones is going to help him a lot, but he's going to be looked at the guard a lot of people like if
Yeah, you
for
keep him
example
on guard.
he's going to be looked at the guard, the Steph Currys, the Kyries, the Ants, the fast shifty guards. He's going to be
You gotta
looked
be
at
ready for that. Ooh.
the Lucas of the world because he out west again. So the Lucas of the world 4 times, the Ants of the world, the Devin Bookers. So it's interesting to see what they.
Yeah. Spells out there, man.
Man, NBA draft. Moving on to our next topic.
Hey.
Man, how y'all feeling about the draft though, man? Were y'all expecting it to go like it did?
No.
Let's just start there. Were y'all expecting to go like it did?
No, I wasn't. Well, at least at the beginning it was.
Only a couple of picks.
Yeah, number one. I like it though. I like it. The number one pick, yeah, I expected that. But number two, I'm not gonna lie, I ain't expect VJ to go there. I mean, he wouldn't. Not him. Not him.
VJ Edgecombe.
I mean, number three. Number three.
I kind of did though because I saw some reports towards the end of the season seeing that towards the end of the draft process saying that the Sixers weren't sold on Ace Bailey.
Yeah.
A lot of teams really weren't sold on Ace Bailey. I didn't see him going to Utah though. I promise you I thought
but they still got him.
I promise you I thought because bro, I ain't trying to be funny. We know who the Jazz wanted, bro.
Yeah, we know what it is.
Cooper. No. They wanted everybody wanted Cooper.
Yeah.
But hold on, I gotta get his name. I got a little lost in my notes. But the guy who went for Knuppel, is it Knuppel? Con Knuppel is who they want. Yeah, that's who the Jazz wanted. The Jazz wanted Con Knuppel.
The Hornets said, "Give me that."
Yeah, the Hornets snatched him up. Interested to see how the Ace Bailey situation goes. But in you guys' opinions, who was the biggest winner and loser from this draft?
The Hawks. I mean, the Hornets was the biggest winners to me.
The Hornets.
Yes. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that?
Yeah.
With them having like 2 first-round picks, right? They addressed some major problems that they was having. They was like the 3rd worst shooting team last season as far as 3-pointers. Knuppel is probably like the best shooter.
Yeah, he probably is the best shooter.
I'm talking about best well around. I'm talking about he did everything. Even though they passed on Ace Bailey, you know what I'm saying?
So
that's not a bad pass though.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at it. Can't lie.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at it either.
Then the second pick, they got McNeely. With them having 2 picks in the first round, and they traded to get the second pick. So you got to think about it. They'll address something. They'll address everything.
Oh, I just want to throw this in there about the Hornets. Hey, McNeely. Hey, watch out for him. That's all I'm saying.
Them and the Atlanta Hawks, I feel like had the best draft in the moves that they made.
Hendricks, who you think? Yeah, Hendricks, who you think was the biggest winner from the draft?
Winner, I think, of course, by Mavs.
Yeah, Mavs. He did get the best
loser,
player.
I think the Spurs.
Oh wow!
Cool.
Wow, I'm shocked. Why do y'all think the Spurs? I thought the Spurs were one of my winners. Why y'all think the Spurs too?
Spurs one of my winners too.
The Spurs are one of
Only
my winners.
because I don't know what they're gonna do with their guard position.
See, I was thinking that too, but I was also thinking that with their guard position, it's kind of smart because you got your 4 guards are D Fox. Well, you got 5 guards on the roster. You got Chris Paul, D Fox, Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper now, and shoot.
Well, you can go and count out
Oh my
CP3.
goodness. Yeah. What's that
He more
4th
of a
guard's
big
name? Somebody. I just freaking brain farted on his name.
What's your name again?
Basically, hold on. I'm finna go
Fox.
look it up because I just not Fox. No.
Fox, Castle.
Devin Vassell.
Yeah,
It's a
I was
4th
about to,
guard.
I couldn't. Yeah,
I was about to say
Yeah,
White.
I brain farted.
Oh, I thought you said-
No, I didn't. I said Castle, not Vassell. I think that yes, D Fox is good for right now, but you got to think you're gonna have Wemby for a long time. They've been very protective of him. They've been moving very swiftly with him. So I think that they're really opening the door for maybe within the next 2 to 3 years. Hey, maybe time. Hey, let's move on from Fox, and then you just slide Dylan Harper right into it.
Yeah.
Dylan Harper was one of the best point guard, like overall point guards in college last year.
Cool. One of the best players all around.
Yeah, he probably would have been my consensus number 2 player right behind Cooper Flag, in my opinion, just because of what he can do with the ball in his hands. I think it's only 2 players who I think like 2 guards who are just more dangerous with the ball in their hands from a scoring aspect than him, and that is Trey Johnson out of Texas and Walter Clayton Jr. I think those may be the 2 guards who are a little more dangerous than him offensively. But with him being able to tie everything together, not being a liability on defense, being able to make good plays, that's why I feel like they drafted him more than anything. You can, in my opinion, in the NBA, you can fix and develop a lot of stuff in the NBA.
Yeah.
You can fix jump shots. You can get a better handle. But some things you just can't teach. To an extent, you can't teach good IQ, which Dylan Harper does have. You can't teach hard work ethic, and you just can't teach somebody who's naturally gifted at defense. You cannot teach a work ethic.
I'm sorry.
You can't teach a work ethic. I don't think you can teach a work ethic.
No.
You can't.
Well, I mean, if you gotta start early, bro. Like you can't. You
That's what
can't
I'm
be
You can
like,
install it in
old.
people. Now, my thing
You can
is
show
the
them.
want for it. Because a lot of
Exactly.
people
Yeah.
don't see. It's a difference from being hungry and just eating.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Like
saying?
you can't teach certain things. That's what I mean by that. Certain
The
mental
want
things.
for it. The want
Yeah,
to work.
you-
I get what
you
you're saying.
can't-
You can't teach work ethic.
Yeah.
Either you don't want to do it or you just gonna do it because you can. My perfect example of that, you can't teach work ethic. Like to an extent, you can't teach work ethic. My biggest example for that is Vince Carter. That is my biggest example of you. T-Mac.
No. We get back to
I
it.
thought you were about to say Kobe.
No.
Man, I'm about to say you took it. That was a hard left turn. You got to elaborate
Yeah.
on that one.
No, you talking about Vince Carter? What did y'all think I was going with it?
It's just a lot of different ways you could have went with it.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, well, if you want me to use a newer example,
You stayed at the red light when it was yellow.
no, Vince Carter is definitely my biggest example for you can't teach that. Imani Bates is another one.
Yeah, I agree.
Dog.
Immensely talented.
I feel like I'm gonna tell you the truth. I feel like a lot of in his situation, he letting his pride get in the way.
He finally stopped that this past season though. He did a whole lot better. But it's like, is it too little, too late? Because it's no reason Imani Bates should not have been the starting small forward.
You know why it's the reason? When
Why?
you let your pride get in the way and it affect the program and what's going on, you're more worried about how you being treated instead of learning how to fall into the program and do what we need you to do. It's a big difference. And that's a lot of things us as men have a problem with anyway. When you don't want to do something, you let your pride get in the way and then it affects your work ethic. So if you can lose that pride and buy into the system, depending on what you're doing in life, I feel like he could be able to display his talent. But going around moping that you ain't getting the ball and you feel as if you should do this, you ain't doing nothing for us.
He wasn't gonna fit in the Cavs
Yeah,
though. No,
I think he could have though, because all the Cavs needed was a 3-and-D wing. He literally has all
that's
the
not
physical
him.
tools to be a 3-and-D. It's not him, but he literally has all the tools to develop that. And you know why I say that? Because everybody was the man when they was coming out of high school and college. Everybody was the man.
And college on me.
Yeah, everybody was the man.
Not,
Dang,
but that's the
Go
thing.
look up.
Last
As
year
a-
you was the man,
as a
homie.
As a GM, as a coach, you should know who you're signing. You should know that's baby KD. He's literally, you look at KD, the
He
1-2
is not, but
crossover.
he ain't
He has the
baby
same
K.
move set and he has the same attributes as KD. He's not
And
KD
he
scoring wise, but he's
moved like
KD.
Katie. He might
He's-
move like Katie. What they say?
I'm not.
A Chrysler 300 look like a Phantom to a Phantom pull up.
Yeah,
And
it's not
I
even close.
didn't say, but did I say he's
No.
KD
I
as
get what you're
in?
saying. Like he got the
Okay, then.
mannerisms, he got the movements and all that. But you know,
He
I
didn't
get.
got the
I
attitude
understand
like
what you're saying.
KD. He should have waited till he display his talent like KD then. If he gonna be
I'm
like
gonna be
KD.
honest. Y'all know
No,
what
but
hurt.
but think about it. It's on both. It's mostly on him. It's 80% on him, but it's 20% as a coach. You know what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
Y'all know what hurt him more than anything though. He should have stayed at that big school and adapted. He transferred to Eastern Michigan, and that hurt him more than
He had off the court problems.
I know, but he should have went somewhere where it would have forced him to play a role again. Because I looked at some of his splits from Eastern Michigan were disgusting.
But that's something kind of hard to gauge though when you trying to pick where you're going though.
But I ain't gonna lie, he knew if he picked Eastern Michigan, he was gonna be the best player on that team.
Oh, I give you that. I'm with it. I'm with that for sure.
And my reasoning behind saying Vince Carter, because Vince Carter should have been way better than where he actually peaked out at.
Yeah, I don't even want.
That's why I say that. Vince should have been way better than where he peaked out at. Bro, if you had people like Kobe and the T-Max of the world, elite levels at what you're doing, telling you that, bro, he should have been the man, but he didn't do. Vince won what he should have been.
Hear me out. Everybody can't be a champion.
It's not even about being a champion though.
Everybody love Vince. Everybody very athletic. I feel like he still ain't even reached his peak.
That's why no, I ain't gonna say that. But that's what I mean. There's no reason that, and this is no disrespect to Kobe Bryant, because I have the utmost respect for Kobe Bryant. But it was at one point in time where Vince Carter was naturally better than what Kobe Bryant was. Kobe just worked significantly harder to pass him. Tell me I'm lying.
Yeah, if you're talking like God-given talent, yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
At the beginning, because Kobe
had the God-given ability to do what Kobe was doing plus some.
Imagine
everybody can't be Kobe.
I understand that, but that's the blueprint for work ethic, bro.
Folks gotta fit a role, Jay.
Either him or LeBron James. That is the blue. No, Vince Rowe was the guy. Don't act like he won his role.
Don't act like he was jumping over 7-footers. That's just pure athleticism.
No, I'm understanding that, but it ain't no reason he shouldn't have been better than what he was.
I feel like that's what but that's an opinion based off how you feel. I'm just saying a lot of people is not going to be the superstar of the league. You don't have too many Kobe's. You don't have too many Jordans. A lot of people, they had a lot of talent around them, but you don't got too many LeBrons, Jordans, and Kobe's. He was supposed to be what he was. He remind you of a Dominique Wilkins or something. Somebody that can jump real high.
I don't think he's better than Dominique.
He might be better. Ain't no telling, but I'm saying.
I agree with you.
People that can jump real high, like we had Nate Robinson. You remind me of Spud Webb. Spud Webb, you remind me of Muzzy. Like, people fit their roles that they supposed to play. I don't feel like he should never got to his peak. Hey, a lot of people peak is making it to the league, no matter if they played or not. He done made it to the league, put years in at the league, did a lot of stuff that a lot of people can go by, even when it came to dunk contest, jumping over folks. You know not to be in that paint when Vince coming down there. Or if you in that paint, I bet your eyes closed. I bet your eyes closed.
Hot take, is that the problem? Did the dunk contest hurt Vince?
No.
Because that's the only thing he known for is the dunk contest.
Is dunking. That makes sense though. It didn't help. It didn't do him any favors though.
Vince is a
like it made Vince game.
What you
It
mean?
made him iconic for sure. But you know, people making a living off just dunking the ball now.
Yeah, you kind of took the words in my mouth. I don't think Vince, not as much as we wanted him to. I don't think he like expanded his game as much. You know,
As he
some of the
really
other
should
people.
have.
Yeah,
A lot of people
he
was
can
hurt
jump out the
when it was
gym
that.
though.
You said what?
He can jump out the gym. He dunk on just about anybody in prime.
Yeah. But
And
I
then
think
hit
that
you with
dunk
it right here.
contest possibly hurt his legacy overall because I think he was averaging like at least 20 something a season.
Yeah, he can score for sure. He can do more than dunk.
He
He
was
was
good.
just
I think he was good with the Nets.
Yeah, he was solid quite
He
a
was
few
good
times.
with Toronto.
He
But
was,
you
he
we,
got
was
people that
valuable, I think, all the way up till he retired because he started shooting in that corner once he got old.
yeah,
but
he established a shot after so many years now. For you to speak on like somebody like Kobe or something, you know, Vince might be going to the club. Kobe going to the gym.
Exactly.
yeah, there you go. The
But
difference
yeah,
right there.
Everybody ain't
enough
got that.
barbershop talk. My
Everybody
bad.
ain't got that good mamba mentality, baby. Everybody ain't got it in them. Like me, when I get out of work, them boys be talking about going to the gym. I'm going to the room. Yeah, you feel me? I'm about to jump in the shower. I'm
Talking about
done for the
afterward.
day. I'm done.
All right,
Nah,
man.
for
Be in
Look,
the
real.
bed crunching my
some of the
toes.
bigger moves in the free agency. Well, basically, I think we should all have the same team that won free agency.
Hold on,
But
one
and
more
you
thing.
guys, go ahead.
One more thing, Jay. I had one to answer Rico from earlier when he was talking about what I said when I said I feel like Atlanta had the best draft. I mean best draft overall and stuff.
Mhm.
They had 2 first-round picks, one on the lottery. They got both picks in the trade. They landed Porzingis, even though he a health risk.
That's
He
not a
still
draft though. That's I was just gonna say. I
no
think
I'm saying
they're an off-season winner, but that's not a draft win though.
even with the draft, the players that they got, and then for the next draft, they got first-round pick swap from Milwaukee or New Orleans, and then they got Asa Noel, who got he a lottery pick talent, and when you picking 2 late, that's perfect. Plus the move they made in here, elite defender that play the 4, they can defend from the 4 to the 1, probably some of the 5. So everything they did was perfect. The worst
Yeah,
people was the Nets.
I mean, but it sounded like he was naming more like
yeah,
a team building aspect.
yeah. I was just gonna
Like,
say, Polo. That's more of a team thing. I get what you're saying though.
But they
Like,
did
I
all this
agree with
draft
you.
day.
That's
They
still a
did all this
team thing.
draft day.
The Porzingis move is still a team move. That ain't a draft move. Because by that logic, the Nets also won something on draft day because they ended up with 5 first-round picks, even though they didn't do work
And
accordingly.
I'm
man,
glad you said that.
thank you, 'cause they didn't.
I'm
Ooh.
glad you said that. That's why I said they got the worst one. They had 5 first-round picks and got 3 point guards.
They
They
just dra-
can't shoot.
Yeah, they just draft. I mean, hey, they got enough shooting over there now, though, bro. They got MPJ and Cam Thomas. Trust me, the square button will be used. You ain't got to worry
They
about that one.
they need to
Cam probably
fire
want
their
at least 30
whole staff,
attempts.
everything. They need
I
to
was just
fire.
about that. But they still got their whole like same coaches in.
I don't think they need to fire the net staff need to be fired, but I do think they need to address that GM. I think they should go get Toronto's OGM. Toronto's OGM just got let go, and that's just because it was time to move on. They should go get Toronto's OGM.
But hear me out, Jay. Based off the potential of the players in that draft pool when they made their picks, it was some still big names in that mug.
Yeah, it was
And
some
they
guys
just
that would
did
help
some
that team.
nut, like all together nuts.
Yeah,
They got a center who got 2 left feet. I mean, the man's slow. And then you get three people that can't shoot the ball at all.
Hey man,
they're not gonna hit them all at the same time.
that foreign point guard way, man, it's something.
They got 4 point guards on their roster, man. What are you talking about? They got 4 point
I
guards.
will say this though, another sneaky win. Then we got to get off draft talk because we running time. Sneaky winner, the Wizards right now a sneaky winner for me.
I get it.
They were able to get Walter Clayton Jr. as well as they did go and get CJ McCollum. They still got Chris Middleton. They're not a winner from this. They got Bub Covington, Alex Carr. They're not a winner from the standpoint of they're going to make the playoffs play in. They're a winner because they got a lot of guys who have. They got a lot of good vets. They got championship experience over there. And for a player like Walter Clayton Jr., you got for a team to be so young, it's good that your leaders are like Chris Middleton, who was an NBA champion, CJ McCollum, who's had a long, successful career. It's good that they have those guys around those young guys. So I look to see a culture change in Washington.
Ain't Walter Clayton Jr. going to the Jazz?
Oh, that's right. He did get traded. I'm sorry. Oh, never mind. Take back everything I just said. But
I mean, the rest of those very valid.
Oh yeah. For those young guys, they got a lot of good people to look at. Moving into some free agency news, CJ to the Wizards, Jordan Poole to the Pels. I love that move, by the way. I think Jordan Poole, like, this might sound crazy. Jordan Poole may be my pick for sixth man of the year next season. Poole may be my sixth.
Sound crazy.
I don't think it sounds crazy. No, DeJounte.
That might be what Jordan Poole need, though.
Yeah, I was going to say. But y'all, I don't know if y'all remember, we were talking about this earlier. I was like early in the season. I said Jordan Poole would probably be a great six man somewhere.
And you seen what he was doing in Golden State. I get that was Golden State.
He don't have the expectations. I think being a six man alleviates you from a lot of expectations.
Oh yeah,
and I think that's what Jordan Poole needs.
I think he got to learn how to duck or dodge.
Man,
that's it.
Nah, you still don't know how to do that.
Kendrick, what you was finna say, bro? I saw your face light up a little bit.
No, I say with that, I don't think that he about to be the sixth man with that contract.
I mean, contract's a contract though. Like it's like Jakob Poeltl got $100 million this offseason.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, it's crazy.
He probably gonna play start. Well, six man do play starting minutes, but I think Jordan Poole gonna end up being the starting. Gonna be in the starting lineup.
I don't think so though, because DeJounte is still listed as a point guard.
I mean, is he gonna be healthy? Because
yeah, he'll be back.
I'm not
got hurt.
back.
He got hurt like the first week of the season.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying when people get hurt like that and they out for that long,
but
you gotta give them a test period.
Time.
Yeah, you gotta see where they go, like how they just being back.
I would love to have. I'm gonna be honest, from a defensive standpoint, and just from a standpoint in general, I would love to see the Pelicans run a lineup next season of Jose Alvarado, DeJounte Murray, or even if you want to put DeJounte at the 1 and put Jayhawk at the 2, and then running Trey Murphy the 3rd at the 3, or run Zion at the not Zion or Herb Jones, Zion at the 4, and then Yves Messi at the 5. They could even run some tall ball if they really wanted to, because Trey Murphy the 3rd got a little bit of a burner on him.
Oh yeah.
So they could even run Trey Murphy at the 2, DeJounte at the 1, Herb at the 3, Zion and Eve. There's just a lot of different directions they can go.
Yeah, they got options. Yeah. Which what they didn't. They ran out of those last year.
Definitely. How y'all feeling about Bane to the Magic? We've already talked about Kristaps to the Hawks.
I mean, I feel like it's solid, but I don't think that's a move that's gonna, just thrust them all the way up here. Like
I don't know. I think it's a solid move, and with the way they doing everything, you know what I'm saying, the way they can change their team around, he could be of some pluses to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with it.
We gotta remember
what they.
Go ahead, Hendrick.
Go ahead.
No, you good. Go ahead.
I'm about to say it'll help with their development, but I'm about to say it's the East.
Yeah, but they one of their biggest problems last year as a team was shooting the ball. Desmond Bane is a 40% 3-point shooter. Like do y'all want to know where the Magic ranked as far as 3-point shooting last season?
What was they?
Just take a wild guess. I bet y'all don't even guess.
They're like
mid-20s.
They're like 5.
No.
I'm gonna say 15.
No.
What is?
They're 30. They were dead last in the league in 3-point percentage last year. And that is a legitimate contender when fully healthy. That team is a legitimate, could be a real deal 4 seed and above.
You talking about Orlando?
Yes, they could legitimately be a 4 or above seed. They they were a 5 seed without this team being as strong as it is. With this team, they just were what? They were a 7 seed, not fully healthy.
Oh yeah, and Indiana not gonna be top 5.
Exactly. And the Bucks not gonna be that good either next year. It's a
They might
world
have
where
a
they
chance,
jump. It's a world because I think they're better than the Pistons, personally.
Who, Orlando?
Yeah, I think Orlando's better than the Pistons.
I think the Pistons, they're really like underclassmen right
The
now.
Celtics also are probably gonna be a 3 or 4 seed next year
I don't
with
think
no
so.
Tatum. With no Tatum,
I mean,
and they just got rid of Drew Holiday, Kristaps Porzingis, all that.
That's why I don't think they're gonna do it.
No, there may be a 4. To me, this is an outstanding season if the Celtics finish at 4 or 5.
And it's the East. They with just JB, they could be top 5.
I'm not worried about JB, about everybody else. Like,
but y'all also got to realize it's some teams like the East is gonna be funny this year. The East looked bad last year, yes, but the Sixers were a team that was beat up a whole lot last year. The Hawks got significantly better. The Magic got better. The Pistons continuously get better. The Knicks finally got a decent coach on them. Cleveland's still all right. Miami's never just horrible every year. So it's gonna be a lot more parity next season in the East than what we really think. Because it's legitimately a world where, especially if Giannis isn't in Milwaukee come start of the season, it's a world where the Pacers and Bucks both fall out of the playoffs completely. I don't think it's gonna happen like that. I think there'll probably be more play-in teams, but it's a legitimate.
Yeah, I'm more like the Paul low key.
I don't think so. I think the Pacers straight. I think
they just lost Miles Turner, no Halliburton next year, and Benedict Mathurin, right?
They got it.
Ben was a dog too.
Ben was a dog, man.
They needed everybody.
I feel like they got some young dogs that really show what they can do, and now with the opportunity they getting, they'll be straight.
I was just gonna say, since we here, how does that loss of Miles Turner and everything hurt them? Because the Pacers didn't even need to lose Benedict Mathurin because they only got rid of Ben because they were trying to open up more money to pay They were trying to open up more money to pay Miles Turner.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I kind of feel like the Pacers got shafted with that Turner deal, but keep going.
I think that'd be straight, man. At the end of the day, everything happened for a reason. Miles wanted that pay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Then you got to think about something. Like I said earlier, you got more players that average in double digits in the playoffs, so they know what it takes to get there. They still was a good defensive wing team, so losing Miles Turner is really nothing because really sometimes during the playoffs he was very obsolete.
But the thing is, Miles Turner was quiet on offense at times for sure, but defensively he held check in state that entire finals. He held check.
And sometimes it's about the threat of what
about that, yeah.
But he always got the threat of I could shoot.
It wasn't the issue with Miles Turner. Apparently, report came out that Turner wanted a longer term extension. All the extensions that Indiana was offering was like 2 years. He wanted 3+.
2 years.
They treated him like a bag boy.
Not really though, because if all he got was, let me see, what did he end up getting? He got $107 million for 4 years, which is about 20. Let's say about 27-ish a year. Solid contract, yeah. I'm pretty sure they offer him. They probably offered him about $60 million for 2 years. I'm pretty sure they did. Huh?
Yeah, I don't blame him.
I'm pretty sure they offer 60 for. I'm pretty sure they offer 60 for 2. But like for the team standpoint, if you suck or start to decline a lot over these few years, now whoever is stuck paying him $20-some-odd million for another 2 years if he decides to just start sucking tomorrow.
That's at the end of the day, that's what it's about. A lot of people use feelings, but it's about business.
Yeah.
Look how they just did. Look.
I mean, that's a little different though.
Yeah,
that
ain't different. That's
look. They said we got your back.
I'm not disagreeing with y'all.
Watch the F
but at the same time, it's like
they said we got your back, and they kicked him in it. Oh my god.
Some
Woo,
other
no.
extensions before we get into the big news. Giannis is also disgruntled right now because he didn't know about the Dame thing. Trey Jones got an extension with the Bulls. I think that's really helping them in the backcourt. Kyrie getting that extension secured his future in Dallas. Dennis Schroeder to the Kings. I like that a lot. I like that move a whole lot, especially for the King. That boy Schroeder has officially joined the double-digit teams club with this move. He has now been on 10 teams.
Yeah,
I
he
feel like
went to
they,
like 6 in 1 year. They took him out more than the girl that go into high school. You feel me?
They was
You know
passing
when
him
they
around.
going, she with
he definitely
everybody.
passed around.
And
That dude is like,
He went on the world
4
tour.
years, 104 million. I like that move. Jakob still on a very. I like that move from the Raptors because I think he may be trade bait come the deadline because that's a very friendly
Yeah.
contract.
That's what I said.
That's a very friendly contract, Polo. That's only 26 million a year. That ain't hard to match that money.
That's it. If you're really trying to be honest.
it's not hard to match that money, but I feel like he probably agreed to that due to the fact what he want to be.
That
and he
too.
put talent around him. So at the end of the day, I don't think it's just trade bait. Because if that's the case, you go ahead and pay him more and try to trade off. That way you can get more bang for your buck.
Yeah, but $26 million for a center of that caliber is, I think that's a pretty good deal because you got centers like Jared Allen who have been an all-star only making like 20 mil, Nick Claxton making like maybe 15-ish, so they're all in that same range.
Out of the two names you said, all they can do is block.
I mean, hey,
They
sometimes
don't
that's all you need.
They don't do nothing else.
That's sometimes that's all
They
you
like
need.
they like the DDG on the court. That's it.
What you think?
Come on.
Man, what you think Jakob Poeltl doing though? I'm just curious how many Jakob Poeltl games you don't watch.
I'm still trying to figure out who he is.
Nah, I know who Jakob Poeltl is. He's great.
Come on,
like Polo, you do know Jakob Poeltl take less than 1 3 a game, right? he averaged.
It's not what he's taking.
Hey, check this out. He averaged 15, 10, and 1 block a game. He do the same thing.
He's consistent though.
He is consistent. He do the same thing.
15 to 10, put him in.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm not lying though.
15 to 10, put him in. Now them other dudes, they'll give you 4, 7.
You lying. Because I don't watch.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they don't have good games.
Let me go
look at Jared Allen. As far as them getting the opportunity to score like that, that's not what they needed for. Like a lot of it is based off the situation that they put in and what's needed from the team. So at the end of the day, Jakob Poeltl, I feel like he got more of a bag. Like it's like buying a car, but you get the basic model. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Jakob Poeltl, he's not fully loaded yet, but he's the next step up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that basic model is consistent though.
I'm looking at the.
But you don't got no eco drive on there. You feel me?
I mean, we don't need that.
You don't got the fold on it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be honest. Y'all could close y'all eyes and just randomly select Jakob Poeltl or Jared Allen. You probably got the same player, except Jared Allen shoot a higher percentage. That's it. Their stats are dang near identical.
Loki.
Their stats.
Jared
If you're going by the stats.
Yeah.
It might not be the cleanest one, but he'll do it though.
Yeah. Hey, I like how B Hen said that boy Jared Allen got no swag.
That boy, old man at heart.
That's what.
Jared Allen do got
he
no
remind me of Larry Bird. As far as swag wise, that boy, I'm talking. You can tell you can look at him like I'm just here to play ball. He don't care about nothing else.
And I really got to step back to
this on the court though.
Nah, Jared Allen ain't gonna talk, bro. The light's too bright. I know y'all remember that.
He just dunk it and go the other way.
We got to talk about the biggest free agency one.
All right.
Go ahead. You want to do what?
It remind me of what's his name? That played for the Nuggets.
Jokic.
Yeah, you remind me of Jokic. You know, Jokic wouldn't even getting haircuts. I'm talking about.
I still don't think he do.
He don't care about nothing. He don't care about. I'm just here. He don't even care about playing basketball. He don't even
care about them horses, man.
Jokic gonna buzz their head though, man. So man, we gotta talk about the biggest free agency winner. I was trying to save him to the end. Houston Rockets getting KD for Jalen Green. Hey, Rico, we talked about this at the beginning of the season. They were gonna have to pick this season between Jalen Green or Alfred Sengun. And I think this playoff run really showed them, because I read an interesting fact about Jalen Green. And I don't know if this is good or bad. So, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Y'all make y'all own decision with whether y'all think this is good or bad. So, Jalen Green, let me go find it. Jalen Green's 3-point percentage, right?
Yeah.
Jalen Green shoots from the three last season. Jalen Green shot 35% from three last season on 8 attempts a game. But Jalen Green was in the bottom percentile in the NBA in standing three shot per game, which means every three that he shot this last season pretty much was some kind of fadeaway, some kind of step back, some kind of contested three. He did not take standing threes. Do with that information as you please.
Well,
Okay.
it don't matter which way you take them to me. And at 40%, it's not really bad. Keep shooting.
No, he shot 35.
You said what?
He shot
He
35.
gave him extra 5%.
35
Yeah, you true.
at the center?
Huh?
At center?
What you talking about, Sengun?
Jalen Green, not Sengun.
I was like,
You talking about? Yeah.
keep taking them. Keep taking them.
I would have
take
to
him over there in Phoenix. So yeah.
I would have to kind of disagree. I can't let you keep pulling, because this is why I say this. I'm finna give y'all a player stats, and y'all tell me if you swapped him on the Rockets, would the Rockets have been better? I'm not gonna tell you the player. I'm just gonna give you the stats.
He had some real stinkers in the playoff before you said it.
Yep. He averaged this player averaged 23 points a game, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal a game, shot 51 from the field and 45% from three. Took a lot of standing
I like the
threes.
emphasis.
Also got himself open and could play off the ball.
Do
you feel like this player would have helped them out a lot more than Jalen Green, because Jalen Green couldn't play without the ball in his hands?
Well, when you're speaking about numbers, yes, that sounds very well put together.
Oh no, this not a scrub. This guy's not a scrub by any means.
I'm not saying he's not, but when you
I go Polo
numbers,
thing. Yeah,
numbers don't lie, and based off the numbers you saying, possibly.
Anybody want to take a guess at who y'all think this player is?
Could we get like a hint on the position? Can we get that?
He's a shooting guard, same position. He's a shooting guard.
You say
I didn't give you a team. I just gave you stats.
Okay.
Can I get the conference?
Western Conference. Dang near could have been 50, 40, 90 if he shot better. If he got to the line more, he probably could have been 50, 40, 90. No, hell, no, man, boy, I almost cussed. And they never shot 45% from three. Ant probably ain't gonna never shoot 45%.
You never know.
That's no offense to Ant. That's just because of how Ant plays.
I'm trying to sit here and think about who you're talking about, though, B.
The rest of them stats do kind of sound like him, though. I'm not gonna lie.
It does, but Ant has way more than 23. No, it's not Clay.
No, definitely.
All right,
Clay had that in a minute.
All right, last hint: California team.
You said shooting guard?
Shooting guard / small forward.
Zach LaVine.
It was Zach LaVine.
Okay.
His play style different.
Yeah, because Zach actually adjusted and learned how to play without the ball in his hands.
Yep.
So yeah,
he was in Minnesota.
Exactly. Once he got, but Zach,
you ain't gonna get it that much.
So basically, I say that to say this.
Get off the glass.
It's a lot of it's a lot of different guys you probably could have plugged into that Rocket system last season that would have made a difference over Jalen Green, because Jalen Green only averaged 13.5 points a game during the playoffs, which is completely horrible.
And the games where he had a lot of points, the percentages.
Go ahead.
I feel like we really just living a dream because LeBron in 5.
Wow. Jalen Green,
and we just got a center.
Man, that's center. So we'll talk about that later. But
dominating.
And just how you feel though about the Jalen Green for KD swap?
For KD, it's perfect. He actually got a bench. He ain't got to lead because Van Fleet gonna do everything. He just gonna lead on the court.
That is Sengun's team. now. By the way, just putting that out there.
It's Sengun's team, but Sengun he just want to play. He ain't voting.
He's the one who I get you on that.
Yeah, he ain't got to be the best player, but Sengun, that's definitely his team.
That's KD's team.
That's not KD's team.
Hear me out. When he come in with them problems and that black cloud that's about to follow him, that's KD's team. KD reminding you a lot of a player that go everywhere and mess up everything. Look at what Phoenix was before KD got there. They going to the championship.
No, I can't give you that. I can't give you that. I was just going to say that. I can't give you that. Phoenix is the one situation where, to me, that was not KD's fault at all. Phoenix problem was that owner, rather than just trying to run it back or working his time out, he decided to want to go make big splash moves. There's no reason that you trade Mikal Bridges, Tyler Johnson,
Cam Johnson.
Cam Johnson. I'm sorry, Cam Johnson, not Tyler Johnson. The other little ugly dude with the big ears. So you trade Cam Payne. You got rid of Chris Paul when you really didn't need to. You could have just drafted another guard or something. And then you went and traded for the worst contract in NBA history. You asked for these problems.
With this crybaby. He reminded me a lot of like.
No, the worst contract in NBA history was Bradley Beal's because there no trade clause.
Oh, yeah, he can't do nothing. But I'm saying, like, KD remind me of when you ride down the freeway and you see, let's say, a gas station a few miles away, and you usually wouldn't stop there, but you stop there because you need gas real bad, and you realize as you go to driving, it's bad gas. You know what I'm saying?
I can't say that though, because everywhere KD has went though, bro, he showed up and he hasn't. The thing about KD is,
he should have stayed gone.
Especially as he's gotten older, he hasn't been hard to play with. That's the thing.
He's been consistent though. I got to give him that.
Yeah, like KD shot 43% from 3 this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was just consistent. I think the thing about KD is the thing about that Suns team, bro. When your best bench player is, no offense, when Grayson Allen is your best bench player and then Bol, you're in trouble.
I like.
Then they said Bol.
So Bol can't play.
He finally getting his chance, man.
But I feel like he's not getting a chance to really mold with the team. You know, like every time he get comfortable a little bit, he gone.
Like he feel like cooking for the Suns.
I feel like if Bol was with the Spurs, he'd be in a good situation.
No, because Bol ain't gonna put his head down and just work. He's not. I've seen some reports talk about how he's bad. He's a bad apple sometimes.
They said that about you.
Hey, nigga, I'm not a professional athlete. It don't matter about me being a bad apple. I'm not a professional athlete, nigga. If Bol was gonna be that guy, he would have been that guy by now. That's all.
Everybody don't get the opportunity, Jay.
No, but Bol is strictly self-inflicted because there's been so many situations where he really could have been able to heat up, but mysteriously he ends up getting traded or released. Everything's not a coincidence, in my opinion.
A lot of people don't want to sit there and work on projects. They rather sell it off for the value of what they got.
The thing is, how is Bol really a project though? Solid offense.
You see somebody, you usually don't see people that size and let alone be able to play. He can shoot.
I feel like that's the
ball
problem
on the ground. He's a working project no matter what. He just haven't had to find the time for the people to sit there and work with him.
Is he a working project, Polo, or did he not want to adapt to what they needed him to do? Because there's no reason.
That's neither here nor there.
But no, it's got to be because there's no reason that for Denver he couldn't have did what Aaron Gordon is doing. There's no reason he couldn't have did it.
I mean, he don't get the opportunity.
He got the opportunity. Go ahead, Polo. Fed.
I was just saying he kind of got like, if you're looking at like, he's kind of in a tricky position because his body, he tall, but the man about bigger than my pinky. I ain't gonna lie. Then he can shoot, yeah, but it's like, do you put him at the 4? Some teams gonna try to put him at the 5. Like, I don't know. It's tougher than some people think with him.
I feel,
but that one, to me,
he'll be straight.
To me, that one ain't much of a reason because you look at a guy like Chet, who is still a solid contributor, being the size of your pinky.
I mean, Chet don't really. They be trying to have. I seen what's name be trying to dribble too. Coach got to get him right on that. I feel like
let's not get too crazy off track. So the way they ended up getting them, they gave up Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks. To give up so little and get so much in return is great.
Yeah,
honestly.
I agree with that.
Then they went and added. They went ahead and added Dorian Finney-Smith. Got Fred VanVleet,
They paid
and
bro a little bit bad. Yeah, I seen that.
they also got Clint Capella when they didn't need him, just to keep him going somewhere else. That's my favorite.
They got
kind
a lot of
trade.
tenders too, bro.
I like what they did with that situation.
That's my favorite kind of move because you didn't need him. You just got him because why not?
You
Pretty
know
much,
what
yeah.
they do? Getting Clint, that put the fire under somebody else. Hey, we don't need to put up with your mess right here. We got a good backup. Whoever's gonna work out.
How many
Only
don't
three
even put that
centers on
fire
that
under?
team. Yeah, who would put the fire under? Steven Adams, apparently Steven Adams one of the coolest guys ever. Who would put the fire under?
And you know he gonna get some minutes though.
It's like more trade value though. This is all I'm saying. Like, boom. All right, if somebody don't like their situation they in, it's not going to be hard to replace them. So when I say put that fire up under them, it leaves you a margin to watch what you say because you can easily be gone out the door. We understand Shea Golden going to be where he at. Clint Capella and Steve Adams, we really don't need both of y'all. But at the end of the day, I know we can get something for y'all.
I think Steven Adams is going to end up being I think Steven Adams is more a locker room guy anyway. But a team like the Rockets, they finna switch everything. That's how they finna do. Switch y'all.
I don't blame them. I like them though. I like the way they playing.
That's Wing City over there, bro. All right. Now, moving on to our final topic of the day. Quick hitters, man. Polo, how about them Steelers, dog?
I ain't X Hendrick.
He a Ravens fan. He ain't a Steelers fan.
He over there watching it.
I mean, what y'all got? DK and friends and a 40-year-old one-legged quarterback.
Hey! Don't talk about Aaron Rodgers.
Listen, I like discount double check AR. I don't like the one-legged AR.
I feel you on that.
How y'all feel about the Jalen Ramsey move? I feel like they just swap players basically with Jalen Ramsey and Minka. Play swap.
It's just really because they didn't want to pay Jalen Ramsey, but they want to pay Minka, which is the same contract for real.
I'm gonna be honest with you with that situation. With me being a Steelers fan and I'm also a Minka Fitzpatrick fan, I love everything that he did for the team over the years that he been there and everything. My whole thing of the matter, he done lost a step when it comes to defending. As far as he's not really a man-to-man person, and really with what's going on with our team at the end of the year, and some points we give up big plays through the air, and a lot of the times it's because Minka done lost a step. I ain't gonna lie, he been getting a lot of catches on him. So now that we got to a point to where we got a man-to-man type of defender over there with Slay over there, I don't know who's going to play the safety off back, but I don't feel like either team lost.
Yeah, they're gonna move around a lot. Jalen Ramsey's gonna get moved around a lot. That's the biggest thing. Jalen Ramsey can play multiple positions. That's one of the biggest.
I'm gonna be honest with you. With what we need, I don't think Ramsey's gonna move around. I think we're gonna end up putting Porter up at safety more than likely on a few plays.
No, not safety. Ramsey just play all the corners. He plays.
He plays safety in college too.
Yeah, he just plays all the corner positions.
Oh yeah, he could be moved around, but we got a lot of corners. We got slot corners already.
He don't play slot. He play what is it? Nickel and what's the other one?
That's slot. Nickel slot.
Yeah. What's the other one? It's not nickel.
He played the X, the Y.
I'm about to say it's just regular. It's just corner, then slot corner, slot nickel.
Yeah,
and depending on what formation you run, you can have multiple.
I've seen that. Yeah, he gonna move all over the field.
He can with the IQ he has.
Yeah, I think y'all gonna be fine. He may help y'all more than y'all think though.
Oh,
that
I know.
team
I
was
really had a
problem. Yeah, I wish y'all got Hard Knocks this year. That would have been extremely entertaining to see this team together because Aaron Rodgers might retire.
I say defense, y'all gonna be straight, but offense, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think Aaron Rodgers. Like I said, excuse me. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is washed. I think y'all got so. That's the thing. People get so used to seeing a certain thing that anything less than that is like, oh my God, I just had a horrible season. Aaron Rodgers did look like he lost a bit of a step, yes, but Aaron Rodgers did not have a horrible season by any means. Like I know we used to seeing what 5K yards from Aaron Rodgers and 45 touchdowns and 6 interceptions.
Nah, with 6, he'll throw 2.
Yeah, but I mean 38, 97, so 3,900 yards, 28 touchdowns, 11 picks. That's a career year for some guys.
A lot of guys.
That's a career year for a lot of guys. Yeah.
But my problem is not with it's not gonna be with Eric because what is he like 42?
41.
Hey, pretty
He's
old.
41. It's about the only weapon they got on offense is DK as of right now on paper.
Hey,
Hey,
they lost Najee, didn't it?
yeah. Hey,
Why
Sam
you
Darnold.
speaking?
You said what?
Mhm.
My fault. I ain't even trying to do that.
Yo,
Real quick, you remember we talk about certain years of career years for guys? It's so crazy that we just said that. Sam Darnold just got $100 million this offseason, right? Sam Darnold threw for 4,300 yards, 35 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. That's not too far off what Aaron Rodgers did last year.
He going to Seattle, ain't
Yeah, he in Seattle.
Yeah,
he? Okay.
he deserved it. He deserved it too.
But that's what I mean. That's what I mean by that. Like, yeah, it was an off year for Aaron Rodgers, but this wasn't a bad year by any means.
But I'll tell you this though, if Sam play bad, they will get him up out of
there with no questions.
there. Gone. I'm
Like
already knowing.
Aaron Rodgers'
They gonna pay
last real Aaron Rodgers season was 2021, 2022. And I don't think we're gonna see the 4,100 yards, 37 touchdowns, four interceptions, Aaron Rodgers no more. Y'all not gonna get that. But y'all can get 30 and 10.
He might be able to get a lot of touchdowns.
I feel like based off what we got, because we still got we did just pick up Jonathan Smith. Yes, we got DK. We do have speed. I think we got Alan Lazard also, even though I'm not sold on that. I know that's what they wanted, or that's what a deal they trying to work out. I'm not sold on that, but we still have Washington. Pat Freiermuth was one of the top 10, if I'm not mistaken, tight ends. And then we got another tight end, Jonathan Smith. He was top 10 too, if I'm not mistaken, or 15. I know for a fact.
15.
As far as catches downfield with more yards, he can really play receiver and tight end, because we still have Darrell Washington, who's a big 6'7", running like a 4-5 type of tight end. So we got weapons. We got what he want. We done changed our O-line around. Do I feel like Calvin Austin could be something this year? We still have Roman Wilson, who haven't played at all, and he was just on the championship team. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're gonna be good. We just got to see it when it comes. And then we're known for spending money on defense. I think we're like the number one team as far as spending money on defense. We're going to spend it mostly on our defense, but look who we playing against. We got to play against the Lamars. We got to play against Jamar Chases. We got to be able to sit there, and the Steelers never been a team that was really good as far as offensive-wise since we had like the 3 Bs, and I'm talking about Brown and all them, Roethlisberger, and the running back. We haven't been that same caliber, and we switching to a whole new offensive caller, so we should be straight based off of what's going on.
Yeah. But man, moving, we got one last thing and we're gonna get out of here. Just came out a report.
LeBron.
I saw that.
The Rockets and Suns.
Yep.
The Rockets and Suns are working to expand Kevin Durant trade into a deal that would involve a league record 7 teams. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we find out.
Hey, Booker
wonder who we gonna trade in that.
They said Booker trying to leave too.
That been the thing though. Like, I don't know when that's gonna happen though.
We gonna see. But man, real quick, what Dame go? Quick hitter. Don't think too hard about it. Just where y'all got Dame going?
Indianapolis Colts.
Miami.
Lakers.
That's insane. Y'all niggas y'all ain't have enough money to sign Austin Reeves to a long-term deal.
No, we don't need to sign
I'm just
Dame.
playing.
No, I'm saying Dame gonna take a vet minimum wherever he go.
Nah, I don't think he gonna get a vet, man.
He getting 20 million. Like 23, he getting 23 million from the Bucks for 3 to 4 years. He gonna take a vet minimum.
But do LA have the time to waste though? That's all I want to know.
I
It
think he.
depends
I
on how
think he
LeBron
finally.
feels.
I think he finally ends up in Miami. Not even gonna lie. I think he's finally gonna end up in
Yeah.
Miami.
Well, I think he's going to the Los Angeles Browns.
Wow. All right, man. Thank y'all for coming, man, to another episode of the Lounge Off-Season Talks, man. We like to say thank you to everybody who's showing up, showing out, supporting, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more. Man, we got my pimping player partner, Mr. Polo. We got Lucius left foot, Rico Mack. We got my main man, Mr. Tay Hendricks in the cut. And we out of here, baby. Peace.